Hey guys, Luke here. Welcome back to episode 20 of my FIFA 16 Road to Glory. And right here you can see we are purchasing Pique. Well, we already have purchased him. We bought him now for 6,000. Now that was the cheapest on the market. I was sort of trying to not snipe bin or whatever they're called, but yeah, I just pretty much just searching him, waiting for him to come up for 6,000, and we got him. A pretty good contracts, fitness and that sort of stuff. So he slots right in. And the reason that we got him was pretty much because our other centre back got a red card last game, and I could have went and just discarded him and bought another one, but I thought, why not just go and buy a top player like Pique. He's a great player. I was a little bit limited in who I could have picked. It's not like I could have picked all the Liga centre backs or anything. I needed a Spanish one, so there was only a few like Ramos and that. But yeah, I think Pique should be a pretty good player. And see right here, Fakir moving into the first game, I should mention the guy had a Premier League side. It actually was a pretty strong game, pretty strong side, I should say. A little bit weak in the back, I will say. You can see Benteke, we're having a bit of a field day so far. We just haven't ended up scoring. Now he's gone for a bit of like a more mobile sort of back line, which makes it sort of not easier, but it doesn't really affect us too much because Benteke is strong, so he can just go through very easily and push his way through. But that was a brilliant little save there from Casillas, and then that time they put it straight over the bar. So yeah, he was starting to get his way back into the game, but we're looking to sort of just put the game to rest. Really, we just need to get that first goal, and once that first goal comes, I was pretty confident more would come. But Fernandinho had another shot saved, and I got to say there was a lot of shots taken from us, a lot of saves from his keeper. I didn't catch who his keeper actually was, but yeah, he was doing a great job. And you see right here, Benteke and the ball just holding it up as he does many times. Now, hold up play wasn't something I was hugely into previously before we had Benteke, but as you can see, it's very effective in terms of getting players up and resulting in just packing the box out, and that's what worked very well there as Roberto Firmino opened the scoring for us. And once we got the lead, I was feeling very comfortable. You can see right here, hindsight, should have passed it on, should have passed it, went for the goal. Instead, we went for the sort of, the really low percentage option, which was the shot. But you see right here, Gonalons, he is a CDM, but he got himself in a great position there. You see the ball went off the post, but it falls back to Ross Barkley, and it's not where the player's going to end. Danilo, he's going to whip a ball in. Oh wait, it's actually going into the back of the net, and oh my god, what a shot! It wasn't a shot. It was a cross. It was just a shit cross, which turned into a brilliant goal. But here's another replay that I was so, I almost nearly started laughing when that happened, because that's something that you always think, oh, maybe one day that will happen. In all the FIFAs I played, I never scored one like that, and for it to finally happen in this game, I just thought it was hilarious. Anyways, 2-0 up. Pretty much game over, but it is 90th minute. He's looking for a consolation goal, I suppose. Maybe just put a little bit of pressure on us, and Remy goes through. Once again, one thing I've noticed about Remy is that he is quite fast and puts himself into some pretty good positions, but the finishing is not there. Now, Ross Barkley also had a chance to score another, and it just ended up finishing 2-0 due to the fact that we couldn't finish any more shots. But you can see there, 11 shots. I think it was only something like 4 on target, which I suppose does tell the story that we weren't very clinical in that game, but I mean, at the same time, there were some brilliant saves there, and I find there's a lot of last-ditch tackles on this game, which is a bit frustrating. But, I mean, it's a great start to Division 3. Division 3, we're going to be taking on some really tough opponents, you would think. And, yeah, it's really nice to get away with the 3 points. Also, we'll have available the other centre-back, but I can't really see us using the other centre-back. I forget what his name is, but he plays for Villarreal, I believe. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any use for him, to be honest. But, yeah, moving into the second game. Guy was called FC Jake Alona or something, and he has a really nice side. It's a BBVA side. He's got 2 strong centre backs, strong keeper. He's got a whole strong back line, just pretty much a strong side in general. I'm not really sure on Hernandez on this game. I've never really found Hernandez to be very good on FIFAs, because he's fast and that, but he hasn't got the dribbling. But maybe things have changed. We'll have to wait and see. We did have a pretty decent start here. Now we want a free kick. I'm going to pass it off to Fernandinho, who should have finished that. That should, plain and simple, that should have been 1-0. That should have been 1-0 right there. But we're going to continue to pile on some pressure here very early on. Barkley doing some work up against Ricardo Rodriguez, and that's a nice little save there from the keeper. And then the follow-up shot by Fakir, once again, should have been finished. So that's 2 goals we've butchered just there. But I've got to say the initial one by Barkley was great work. But once again, I'm just taking the shots from the stupid angles because, once or twice it might have worked. And I just get in my head, I've got to do it. Now, right here, the guy got very lucky. He just found himself through. It was one of those ones where I was just like, really, I can't defend for shit just there. But yeah, he just pretty much put a through ball, and yeah, it was simple as that. was quite frustrating, especially after we blew a chance straight after with Firmino. Now I don't know what that shot was, but it was terrible. And then they got the other end and score a second goal. There you see the guy running around like mad. I believe he pretty much had like 2 shots for 2 goals, something like that. So you can understand my frustrations and why I could be getting a little bit mad at the game. But at the same time, I wasn't playing too crash hot, to be honest with you. We're creating chances, but like I said, it's just time and time again, just not finishing the ball. But you're going to see right here, brilliant ball through to Benteke, and Benteke finishes it, making it 2-1, and we finally got that goal back, and that might be what just sort of starts us, gets us going. That's what we needed. Now, obviously, it would be not ideal that we were down 2-0 when it happened, but, you know, it's better late than never. You can see Barkley here, once again, got to take another shot, and it nearly found its way in the back of the net. But I'm not really sure what the best solution would have been there. Probably to cross it for Benteke. That's what he's there for. But, I mean, at the same time, he's got to keep doing it. Sorry, it's not keep doing it, but it's too late to change things now. Now, I just said now twice, but Pique is going to put a brilliant ball through to Benteke here. Now, for some reason, he sort of got locked off the ball. I can't explain why, but he's going to find himself with a shot on goal, and I thought that was going to be a penalty. I thought it was a penalty for sure. Now, I believe, you know, there's been plenty of times where that's happened to us, and you know, we've had a penalty given against us or for us, whatever, and I don't know why it wasn't a penalty. Anyways, the guy had a little bit of a blunder there. All that happened was he just passed it too hard to the keeper. But see, Benteke here is going to score the second goal of the game, and I was very, very happy to get that one. It was sort of like, oh, finally, because you look at the time here, we haven't got much time left, so we're sort of feeling like we weren't going to get it. It just didn't feel like the goal was going to come. Just felt like they were saving everything. But right here, Gunarland had a chance. The reason I'm showing this clip is, I mean, obviously it got blocked. It was a good chance for us, but there was a chance for us to just put the ball through to a guy making a run, and we didn't do that. Now, the guy is going to have sort of one final chance here. You see Thiago going through, and that is a great little slide tackle just there, but it falls back to Aubameyang, and that is a nice block, and we sort of get it out of trouble. Right here, Gunarland comes across and makes the tackle, but 2-2 against this guy. I was super frustrated. It's one of those games where, you know, I may as well have lost that game in my head. Like, it might have been a draw, we get the 1 point, but mentality-wise, I was like, man, we may as well lost that. The end of the world just happened. That was how annoyed I was at this game, and it probably is a bit over-dramatic, but that's how I get when I draw games like that, because I kind of feel FIFA doesn't reward a lot of players sometimes for being the better player. You can get very, very lucky, but in saying that, the guy was a decent player, and you see that he established his club in 2011, so he's been playing for a fair while. He's been playing Ultimate Team for a fair while, about the same time as me by the looks of things, although mine says established 2015 or whatever it was, but my first FIFA Ultimate Team was 2011, and because of swapping accounts and swap to PlayStation, that sort of stuff I won't show. But anyways, moving on to this last game, we're taking on this guy who had a really good side, actually. I've got to say, straight up, he just had a really good side. That Tevez, Dybala, and then like Pereira, and I think he had Palacios, like the all Argentinian front four, I suppose is the right word. He had them at cams, but they seem to be like really commonly used in this game. But you can see here, he gets super unlucky to hit the crossbar, and so far it's been all him, and you can see pressuring us big time. We're just making really, really rookie mistakes here. He goes to square it across, a very, very poor shot. That's 2 shots he's had, which he's just p-rolled, really. And we get very fortunate to not have a goal, you know, against us. Maybe even 2 goals against us just there. As he hit the crossbar, he sort of had a shot where he should have scored right at the keeper. And so right there, Benteke went very close there. Maybe a hint of a penalty, but I don't really think so. But you see right here, they win a penalty. Carlos Tevez just powers it in. And that was probably one of the first free kicks I've had scored against me. Now, in previous FIFAs, they haven't really done too much on the power free kicks. They haven't gone too much on it. Basically, everyone just did the over the wall with the curve it over the wall stuff, which is what I currently do. And yeah, I find everybody's doing the power one, so maybe I need to learn the power free kick. Although no one in my side are free kick takers, which is a bit annoying. But we did pull a goal back with Benteke, which I didn't mention. I'm looking for a second here. Roberto Firmino just sort of powered his way through. Now that was I kind of won that. That wasn't sort of luck. Basically, I just kept maneuvering my player, so I continue to go in a straight line rather than get pushed off the ball, which was what was happening, and it worked very well. Unfortunately, the penalty straight down the middle, and that's always where I go. That's not the problem. It's that we didn't do it up enough. So it obviously was saved, but thankfully we ended up scoring a goal right there. Ross Barkley just before half-time. Now, it is a sweaty goal, but, I mean, the guy was trying to do it to me. He did it 2 or 3 times. Well, he attempted to. Didn't really work out. So I don't feel any shame in doing it back to him. And, you know, I'm just happy to have the lead, to be honest with you, because this guy was a great player. Actually, I said he had Palacios, and he didn't. He has Mertens at camp, so I got that part wrong. Just noticed that. But yeah, we had a nice little counter-attack starting here. See Benteke making a nice run, and Fernandinho finds him, and he's through one-on-one with the keeper, and we chip it from heaps far out, probably about 30 yards out, and what a goal that was. Now, we've scored some brilliant little goals there, and that's probably one of the most satisfying goals I've scored in this game. I really love the chip goals. Another one was when Ross Barkley also did it. Now, we sort of got a little bit complacent. You see, once again, just Pique rolling it across the face of goal, and just easy saves there for Casillas. Now, if the guy could have finished, maybe it would have been a bit more of an interesting game. But you can see right here, Carlos Tevez threw on goal. Now, I sort of covered the sweaty goal, which I believe is what he was setting up for. And we got Tremolinos just in front in time. And it did work out very well, as I think he might have panicked, and Casillas comes up with a save. Now, Firmino right here, that's a not McGeady spin, that was a Berber spin, a scoop spin or whatever it's called, scoop turn, I don't know the exact terminology for it. But yeah, we're finding that one is very effective. And right here, Firmino, once again, finding himself in a good position. This time he finishes it, and it is 4-1 currently. Now, I don't know if that reflects the game entirely, but, I mean, it reflects the finishing. I suppose when you're up 4-1, you don't win accidentally, but I mean, the guy had his chances, and I mean, he had no problem playing when he went ahead. I mean, I hate players to do this. He went ahead, he had no problem, you know, like I said, playing, and then as soon as, you know, he has a few goals against him, puts the controller down. It's one of the most frustrating things. Now, a fun fact right here, I actually let my sister play the last 10 minutes as I was getting ready to go Christmas light looking, so my sister played. She didn't score a goal or anything, but yeah, I thought let her have a go. She plays a little bit of FIFA every now and again, so I thought, why waste my time against a guy who's not playing? If she scores a goal, she scores a goal. Fortunately, she didn't, and thankfully the guy quit as soon as he started playing. So it looked like he actually played for about a second. He put in a pass which got intercepted, and he just quit straight after that. So we finished this episode on 7 points in Division 3. Not too shabby, but we'll be looking to progress on nicely in the next episode, so hopefully we can do that. And I'd like to say thank you for watching, guys. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at MrLuke on my Facebook page and description below, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye, guys.